Hey, Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Ooh, there is pile one. Welcome to today's readings, beautiful souls. This is my weekly reading, if you're brand new to the channel, where I ask for an immediate message from Spirit, and also we look at the week ahead. However, these readings happen to also be falling on an incredibly powerful full moon in Capricorn. It's a blue moon. It's the second Capricorn full moon in a row. So we've got some really beautiful moon items here to help to guide you into the three readings. These are our three cards. I'm going to turn them over and we'll draw runes and a charm as well. Now, beautiful souls, I have done moon readings as well, full moon readings. So if you haven't yet checked them out, you may want to. I posted them literally a couple of days ago. And what I'll do is I'll put the link to them in the description box along with the timestamps as well. So let's, without further ado, turn these over. Here I am waffling away. Pile one, you have the card number 58, Joy, Lake above, Lake below. So this is for pile one. Now pile one is sitting with the selenite heart. Selenite is a crystal that was named after Selene, the goddess of the moon, and you can see the way, like the moon, she captures the light. So we have a selenite heart. I'll draw the runes in a moment. Now pile two, you have card number 22, Grace and Beauty, Mountain above, Fire below. So this is for pile two. And pile two is sitting with a beautiful little vial, little jar. This is actually moon water. I gathered the water from a spring and it was actually left out in the very last full moon that we had. So this is moon water. You can see I've already, well, you can see I can't sort of tip it the right way, but you can see I've already used some in ceremony. It's no longer a full jar. Let's place that there. Now, pile three, you have card number 55, Great Abundance. Wow. Thunder above, Fire below. So this is pile number three. And pile number three is sitting with the Moonstone pendulum. So this is what the pendulum looks like. So that is pile number three. Let's draw some runes for you as well. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Pile one, you have the rune of Gibo, Partnership. Let's put that, well, where should I place it? On the other side, I think. So Gibo, Partnership for pile one. Pile two, Hagalas, the rune of Disruption, or the Great Awakener. This is pile two. And pile three, Berkana, the rune of Growth. This is pile three. And lastly, loads of ways of being guided in today. Cards, runes, moon items. We will lastly do a charm for each as well. So pile one, you have the infinity sign, or the infinity symbol. Pile two, you have a feather. And pile three, you have a leaf with a little bite out of it. Okay, so beautiful souls, thank you so much for being here. Welcome back if you're already a part of the Moon Magic Tarot community. Welcome if you're new. The timestamps, as I've said, will be in the description box below, and I'll put them in a comment as well. And also, I always list the cards I'm using, so if you're loving the cards, you should be able to check them out down there as well. And I'm going to leave the video running for a few moments longer for anyone that needs just a little bit more time. You may already know which of the piles is speaking to you, and sometimes it's more than one. If it's more than one, trust your, trust your gut feeling. And for those of you that picked up on the full moon readings that I did a couple of days ago, you may even find that some of the messages here today kind of follow on. Or indeed, if you look at these readings today and then check in the full moon readings, you may find that there is a connection between some of them. So beautiful souls, I will leave the video running. I'll see you in just a moment in the readings. Tons of love. Hey Pile 1, welcome beautiful souls. I hope you're doing amazingly. Happy full moon day if you are watching this today on the day that I've uploaded it. Of course, to be fair, these are timeless readings. You can tune into the homepage anytime and find a reading for immediate guidance. So to be fair, this could be, you could be watching it at any time, but happy full moon day if you are watching it on the day. Now, we have lake above, lake below. You have the card of joy, you have infinity, you have the gift or partnership energy of Gibo and the selenite heart. Let's draw some tarot cards straight away and see what else we're showing for you, my beautiful souls. Can we have an immediate message? The Magician. Immediate message for my pile 1. I'm seeing this and this. And I'm seeing this as well. We have the Magician, we have the 2 of Pentacles, we have the 4 of Pentacles, and then the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. How interesting. In this 4 of Pentacles, we have a fox under the ground with loads of bunny rabbits, and they're all kind of happy, healthy, and we have they're comfortable with each other. Looks like a baby fox who's curious. We have a moon sitting above a hare of fertility. Okay, there's a lot of fertility around you. There's a lot of productivity around you. There's a lot of joy in doing something. What are you doing? I always want to ask you a question, beautiful souls. What are you doing? What are you creating that you're loving? I feel like you're actually engaged in some kind of an activity that and you're actually really, really enjoying it. And because you're really enjoying it, it's like the energy is going to, I don't know, kind of be sort of like turbocharged, I suppose, skyrocketed into success. It's, for some of you with the 8 of Pentacles, it could be that you are, I think you're doing something you love, but this could be something like a hobby or something that you're now working at, or and it could turn into a career pathway for you. You're working on something already in your world. What's amazing, I think, is that because you're loving it, you know, when we do something for the love of it, the energy is primed to expand it, to make it happen, to birth it into the world, to manifest it. Let's draw some more oracle cards. What else are we showing for pile 1? I feel like there's an affirmation that what you're doing is going to take off in some way. We have the duck and the chrysanthemum. Luck. Wow. Wow, wow. Wow, 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 and more wow. I'm always wowing in your readings, but I am wowing again. Hearing to take another. We then have the vulture and asphodel. Upheaval. And there's your third. And then we have lizard, or we have the salamander actually, in fact. The salamander and the black pepper. Inspiration. Oh, goodness me. You're working on something that, or you have an idea. I think many of you are actually, to be honest with you, I think it's already in progress. I think you've already started it. Now, if you've started something and you've kind of come to a little bit of a halt, truly don't worry about it. This is going to emerge. This is going to expand. This is going to escalate. Your joy in the very doing of it is actually transformative. The energy of your joy is transformative. And I feel that with the vulture and asphodel, upheaval, yeah, I feel that this quite genuinely is potentially just going to flow. I think it's going to flow. I think it's going to skyrocket. I think it's going to take off. I think it is genuinely inspired. And at any time you, I wouldn't say falter, but if at any time you feel you're having a moment where you're not actually sure what's coming next, or it would be like if you were writing a book and you're really in flow and you're loving every second of it, then suddenly you reach a point where you're not quite sure perhaps what the next step should be. Just get still. With, you know, the fours are always, there's a stillness around them. And I just think you'll see what you need to do next. I just feel this is, there could also be someone coming in to invest in you, actually, as well. That's an interesting energy coming in here. Let's draw some more oracle cards for you. Let's use some moonology cards. Be bold and make the first move. Ah, okay. Now, I thought somebody might be coming in to help you. A time to give rather than to take, new moon in Virgo. Now, Virgo has a wonderful energy of being actually very diligent, very productive. If you are needing help with your project, venture, whatever it is you're working on, I think all you have to actually do is to reach out. And I think you'll get the support and the help you need. This is very inspirational. It really, really is. It's a very inspirational read. You're being assured here that this is your immediate message, your first message is, firstly, that this is going to skyrocket. This is amazing. This is absolutely worth your while investing in. And also that you, if you need help, you only have to reach out and you'll get it. Be bold, make the first move, be confident. Time to give rather than take. I'd like to get a few more cards around that. May we have clarification around this, a time to give rather than take, please. Okay, the world, fulfillment. Ah, okay. Beautiful souls. I think this is really, really going to take off quite soon, actually, with the world fulfillment. In which case, be benevolent, be generous with your abundance, with your success. Be generous with your success. With the upheaval here, the vulture and asphodel, I just feel like, it's interesting, isn't it? Vultures clean up. But you know, there's a saying, isn't there? It's like if you win a bet and you clean up, or you go to if you've put a bet on a horse or something, and I think there is a saying, like when you clean up, literally that you win, you get the big win. You clean them out, you go there and you walk out of the the booking office with a suitcase of money. I'm having this picture now, but yeah, I truly think your ship's coming in on something here. I absolutely do. I think, you're going to be fulfilled. Whatever you're working on, you're loving it. That's coming through. But the gift of either an investor or literally you launch it and it goes viral, it's something is coming in for you. I mean, the point is, it's already inspired. You have been inspired. And now you're sending it out into the world. Or if you're working on it, someone comes in to back you, to give you the backing. But you're going to clean up with this. Literally, that's what we're seeing. You're really, it's like, I can feel the joy, the doing something and knowing, this is good, this is going to make it. When you've got that joy about it, this is amazing. Absolutely amazing, pile one. It's like, this is just like a success story. That's what I feel your reading is. Now, and infinity as well, like it's going to stretch into the future. Let's see if there's any information about the coming week, any further guidance as to what you should be doing, or just general guidance and information. May we have information about the coming week, please? I think we'll go with it. Let's go with all of these cards. They are coming through, so let's use them. So we have Ace of Swords, realization, yes, absolutely. This is starting to come together. Two of Swords, stuck in the middle. How interesting. Knight of Cups, inspiration. King of Cups. Ace of Wands. How interesting, you've got two aces. Knight of Pentacles, prevail, and Page of Pentacles, reveal. Okay, right. What I do feel is, my beautiful souls, firstly, as we've said, something's going to skyrocket. You're going to get the support you need. I do feel there could be more than one offer coming in for you almost, or something that has to be negotiated, stuck in the middle here. This would be like if, yes, something has to be negotiated, that's what I'm hearing, and you need to work your way through it this week in order to get to the outcome. So if you're, let's say you have this amazingly inspirational book that you're writing, and you're reaching out, or somebody contacts you because they love your work, or you reach out and you're trying to get a publishing deal or something like that, it's going to need to be negotiated, okay? It needs to be, you're going to, yeah, something has to be navigated this week around this. We need to draw more cards to find out a little bit more about it. I feel just as you have been inspired, and your work is inspirational. Whatever you're working on, it's inspirational. I think you'll get to the point when, it may even be you get to the point where the opening is revealed to you. You know, the gift is given to you, where you know what the next step is, how to launch it, how to move it forwards. Let's get more cards for you. Let us get more cards. Something has to be navigated this week, some kind of a decision. Ace of Discs. I can't believe this. How many aces you've now got? The Ace of Swords, you've got the Ace of Wands, you've got the Ace of Discs. Wow. Okay. I think Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups showing up twice. And again, I'm seeing a choice or a decision to be made. Okay. Hanged Man, yeah, absolutely, there's a decision or a choice to be made. Right, we'll follow this through, pile one. We will absolutely follow this through for you. So, this something that you're working on. Now, if you haven't yet started, I think this week will be the week when you literally get going. The inspiration comes, you just get started. Any kind of stuckness around it will be gone, or you'll make a clear choice to just sit down and do it. If you are going to write that book, but you haven't yet started, you'll put your bum on the seat, you'll decide you're going to allocate yourself an hour a day and you're going to stick with it and you do it. I'm seeing something move forwards. You make a commitment, you make a choice or a decision around something. If you're already working on something, I think, and you're debating as to whether to reach out for help or to get support or how to move it forwards, I think you'll come to a conclusion. You'll make a choice or a decision as to how to move it forward. And it is going to skyrocket. That's really clear. That's really, really clear. If you're already, or if let's say you're already in negotiations and you're kind of looking through contracts and things, well, I think you'll reach a point where you navigate this. You'll find a very, very creative solution that works for everyone. I think you'll navigate this and make some choices and decisions. This is what I'm seeing. There's definitely choices and decisions being made around something that you are working on, that you're creating, that you love. And it is honestly, it's going to bring in it's going to bring in the abundance. You're going to clean up. So choices and decisions are being made here around some sort of negotiation. We then have the Four of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords. It's quite a tricky, you are having to contemplate. It's quite a tricky choice. It's definitely a tricky choice around this. How fascinating. Why is it a tricky choice? Why is this a tricky decision? Strength. I think it's a tricky decision because it's a big decision. It's quite life-changing. It's like choosing the right person to collaborate with, or negotiating that contract. I think it's very life-changing, actually. Let's see if we can get some additional guidance for you. I really want to follow this through for you because this is very, very interesting. May we ask how this, I've got a lovely little oracle pack, let's use that. May we please ask how this follows through with any additional advice and guidance. Okay, so we've got a dog here, I'm seeing loyalty, and we've got a beautiful woman sitting over a cooking pot. Then I see this woman, she looks like she's a real visionary, doesn't she? Okay, and then we have a crow seeing between the worlds. Let's have a look at what these cards say on the reverse of them. So, awaken your intuition, allow your emotions to ebb and flow like the cycle of nature's seasons. Let your love overflow. At the end of your life, you will be asked, how deeply did you love? And then we've got, cut away dense energy that holds you back from your goals. Trust in the process of divine timing. Okay, I think this is a tricky decision because it's a big decision. I think with the loyalty of the dog, it's making a commitment. It's like choosing the right... It's like choosing the right business partner, or if you're going to sit down, let's say you're going to put your bum on the seat and write that book, but you've got 5 different ideas. Which one are you going to focus on? Trust your intuition. Whatever you... when you sit, this is really interesting, and like an exercise is coming through here. I do bring these into my readings. If you're brand new to me, because I used to be a full-time counsellor, a therapist, so sometimes things come into our readings and I think, well, that might be helpful. So I hope this is helpful. But if you sit and you imagine the fulfillment, how would your world look if you were completely fulfilled and this project came to its absolute most amazing fruition? If you sit with that vision and sit with how it feels, okay, the vision of your life, and then let's say you've got more than one idea, sit with those ideas and dream yourself almost into, you know, imagine how that unfolds into this ultimate vision, and notice how you're feeling, you know, or if there's more than one route to take to get there, or you're navigating a contract, lean yourself into the contract and sit with that ultimate vision. And if it's right for you, you'll feel it in your body, you'll feel the joy. And if it's not right for you, it won't feel quite right. It's kind of like, yeah, if you've got a choice between 2 different jobs, for example, and both of them appear to help you to follow your passion, sit and imagine your ultimate space of fulfillment and feel your way into it. Imagine how that would feel and look at both of those jobs and almost like let your mind enter the dream time and drift into this space of how it would feel and how it fits with your ultimate world. And you know what? You'll feel which one is right. It's just like your body never lies to you. Your body reacts. Very interesting, because we're actually made of 75% water or thereabouts, perhaps even a bit more. And water is unbelievably responsive. Water responds. It changes its molecular structure according to the energy around it. There's a lot of phenomenally interesting science around these things. And so the water that is you will react to the right pathway. So if you just sit, you know, or the right decision or the right choice, you just sit and envisage where you want to be, and then any particular pathway to get there out of however many choices you have. And you literally, your body will respond accordingly, and you'll feel it in the body. You'll feel that shift, that sort of, you know, the energy of the water within you shifting. It's a really, really good way of actually learning to trust your intuition, and listen to your intuition, emotionally balanced. You know, you'll feel it. Prevail, keep going, don't in any way stop, is your message for the week. And what you need, yeah, the choice you need to make will be revealed to you. Wow. Okay. Pile 1, this is your reading. I feel that we have got to what needed to be heard. It might have taken me a while in following it through, but it feels like such an exciting week for you, because this feels really big. Feels really big and life-changing, and you know, really, really, that this is taking you on a pathway to true fulfillment. So it's pretty mind-blowingly magical, actually, to be honest. It really is. And of course, if we've got something and we know it's an enormous choice, it's a biggie, isn't it? You know, a choice then starts to become a bit daunting, rather, even though it's loaded with excitement, it's daunting as well. What if I make the wrong decision? I think you'll make the right one. It'll be revealed to you, but really just sit with that. As I said, listen to how it feels, trust your intuition, and I truly think it's going to flow. Keep us posted. Let us know in the comments how things are happening in your world. It would be really, really lovely to hear from you. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. Beautiful souls, I'm not able to offer private readings. I just want to add this in at the end of the readings, and I will do so. Lots and lots of people have been emailing me, even though it does sort of say it in the sort of in the information below, but we can't always find it, or if you don't scroll down you never see it. I'm not able to offer private readings. Thank you for asking, but I am also beginning to receive so many emails. I'm not going to be able to respond to as many personal emails. In fact, I won't respond to some and not others. I've always tried to respond personally, but I've reached a point where I'm not really going to be able to continue because of the quantity. I would love to do so if I could, but I simply can't. I just wouldn't have time to read so for you here. So beautiful souls, thank you so much for your enthusiasm, your passion, your support, and for reaching out. But please know that I can't respond to you all. So you know, please don't be offended if you do not hear back from me. My beautiful pile 1, thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and all the things that you do that support the channel and me and one another. Tons of love, pile 1. This is mega exciting. It really is. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You have the beautiful moon water, and you have Hagalaz, the Great Awakener, the rune of disruption, mountain above, fire below, and a feather, grace and beauty. This is a wonderful card. It kind of points out that grace is something that's actually unseen. It's sort of an essence that infuses things. Let's dive straight into your tarot cards and see what we're shown. May we please have an immediate message for pile 2. Knight of Pentacles. I am actually seeing these two, and also that's the one, that one as well. So Knight of Pentacles, we have the High Priestess, we have the Ten of Wands, and then we have the Moon. How wonderful, how wonderful. Okay, so my beautiful pile 2, what do we see here? I think you're having to attend to something right now, or if you're not attending to it immediately, you're about to, but I think it's probably right in front of your nose. So actually, yeah, I think it is something that you're having to attend to something, and I think it's, I won't say it feels like an uphill struggle, but I think there's a lot of work involved in it, either that or it's something that's come in unexpectedly and it's just sort of landed in your world, flowed into your world, and you're having to attend to it. And I think you're being asked to attend to it with grace. sort of trust, surrender, that even if it's disruptive, even if it's taking longer than you thought, even if it's interrupted, something's interrupted you, even if you're having to, for some of you, even go on a journey, or you know, whatever you're needing to attend to, do it with good grace, because it's going to kind of come back to you in some way, shape or form. Something's going to come a full circle with the Ten of Wands here. Something will come back to you. It will be returned to you. The grace that you offer will come back to you 1,000-fold. But you're definitely having to attend to something that is either disruptive or it's taking longer than you thought. And your message is all about grace, doing it with grace. We see this card for you, the Bobcat and Blackthorn. Patience, that figures. I'm seeing this card too. Trout, the trout and lily of the valley, purification. Yes, have pure of heart, I'm hearing. And then we have the vulture and asphodel, upheaval. Now this came out also actually in pile 1. So if you were drawn to pile 1, it may be that that has some relevance to you. This is a very different reading, mind. I think something is taking longer than you thought, or there are interruptions that are causing you to not be able to do or attend to something that you want to attend to. Apply yourself with grace and beauty, and it will come back to you 1,000-fold. Let's draw more cards. Let's get some more Moonology cards. It's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio, and step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Okay. How interesting. Okay. For some of you, if there isn't something that is interrupting your world immediately, it could well do so. I do feel that there is. It could also, for some of you, be that stuff is surfacing. Stuff is coming up, and that in itself is interrupting your train of thought. You know, stuff from the past that has been left feeling it's unresolved. In which case, if it's floating up to your world, into your world, then just be patient with yourself. Don't give yourself a hard time if you are finding that things are reappearing, or, you know, stuff is coming back and you're having to still process something that you thought you processed before, or, you know, someone comes along and your buttons are pressed and it reminds you of somewhere you've been before. I really feel everything in your reading is asking you to be really, really kind to yourself and apply yourself to every situation with grace. Let go of any negativity. Just hold that light in every possible way. There's something in your reading about really holding with the High Priestess as well. Just holding the light, holding the sparkle, holding the magic. Whatever you're having to deal with, whether it's hard work or it's an interruption, it's something's disruptive, or you're processing past stuff. The key message here is really hold the light. Whatever is going on with you, step away from it. Don't be embroiled in it. Don't go deeply into it. Don't dwell in it, whatever that may be. Everything actually will come full circle, you know. Everything's going to come back to you. Balance will be restored. Have patience with yourself. Have patience with others. Approach anything and everything with good grace. Something will come to... I actually also feel for some of you that maybe a period of disruption may be coming to an end. Let's draw more tarot cards and kind of check out the week ahead. What are we being shown for the week ahead? We have King of Wands leadership. This is interesting. I'm seeing all of these. This one, and this one. And actually those, or certainly that one and that one, this one and this one. Let us have a look. Yes, King of Pentacles leadership. If anything has been really, really like you're feeling like you're never going to get there, or you're never going to get out of it, or you're never going to see the end of it. I think this is quite a turning point this week. And if you are watching this as I upload it, it may be the energy of the full moon that creates that shift for you. We have 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. Page 10 and 9. Wow, that's amazing. We then have the 7 of Cups, choices. We have fulfillment, wonderful, the world. We have the High Priestess and the Knight of Cups. This is lovely. Okay, right, my beautiful pile 2. Any disruptions will be short-lived. If you are trying to work at something and there is an interruption or a disruption, the message is really clear. It will be short-lived. Apply yourself to whatever you need to do with good grace. It will come full circle and come right back to you in a really benevolent, abundant, amazing way. If you are working at something and it just feels like you're not getting there quickly enough and it's an uphill struggle, just keep going, but do so with good grace. And you will get there, you will achieve, you will get to the end result. It will fall into place, but you need to keep going and approach it with the right energy, approach it with good grace. If you are processing something, beautiful souls, that has interrupted your world, it's invaded your energy, intruded upon your energy, or just made it just a really challenging something that you're dealing with, that it's taken a long time, a bit like a bereavement, or you've got to process that over time. It's got to run its course. But we're seeing a shift here this week. It's going to turn itself around. Something comes home to you. You reach a point of turn this week. And this is your message. It's actually in many ways about reassuring you that this is coming to an end, that you can get through this, you can achieve this, however this message is applying to you. This is the energy with imagination, with perseverance. You will literally see what you need to see. You'll be shown the way. I think this is a very, very positive week, even though you may be feeling tired, run down, worn out, as if, will the interruptions and the disruptions never end? Will you ever get on track, or will you ever complete the thing you're working on, or whatever it is? We are seeing a major shift for you this week. It probably does align, I suspect, with certainly if you're watching it at the time of uploading it, with the energy of the full moon. But whenever you are connecting in with this, you could be watching it in a year's time or 2 years' time. Whenever you watch this, there is a point of turn this week for you. And it's really, it's opening up a space of everything sort of moving forwards, a space where maybe you feel you haven't had any energy or any agency, to a point where you have choices, you have the energy to make those choices. It could be resources that come in to help you to achieve, but there is a fundamental shift in the energy today. Beautiful souls, I don't know if you could hear that in the background, but a bee just came into my space, my beautiful reading space. I just had to press the pause button and guide it back out. But I actually feel, it was a worker bee, and it's almost, I guess it lost its way if it came in here, and I have guided it back out. But I find that quite interesting. I think there's back to working at something, finding your way, getting back on track. I feel there is a message in there for us. Let's draw some more cards just to follow through and see if we're given any information. You are being given a lot of support and a lot of validation that you're going to do this. You're going to do it, you can do it, you will achieve, you'll get through whatever lands on your plate, you're going to be able to do it. The turnaround, the shift, the completion is coming. I do feel it is very much happening. There is a turning point this week. Let's have some more cards, please, for my beautiful pile 2. Look at that, Excalibur, the sword coming out of the water. And look at the magic in this girl's hands. Reveal, solutions just being shown to you. And then we have pathways here. I love this. This is Glastonbury Tour. Okay, we're going to read the messages on the reverse of these cards. Be led by your own inner light. Healing and enlightenment are within. The light you are seeking is already within you. Follow those things that bring peace to your soul. This is grace, isn't it? And lastly, the path isn't always a straight line. You come back to things you thought you understood and you see deeper truths. Yes, if any of you find you are returning to things that you're needing to sort of look at again and process, it's fine. You know, don't be despondent or feeling like, oh, why am I revisiting this? You're revisiting it because you need to see it differently, and that's just fine. The light is within you. I'm actually going to read you from this book because what is written about this card is quite beautiful. Let me just find it for you. The card 22. Here we are. Grace and beauty. A splashy sunset bathes the mountains in soft radiance. The light of a full moon, look at that, would you? The light of a full moon dances on the surface of a rippling river. Grace and beauty adorn the natural world. Grace is neither an all-powerful force nor an essential or fundamental thing. By itself, it is form without content. Grace is moonlight on water, not the sunlight at noon. Yet grace brings artistic expression into the world and enhances the quality of our lives. Grace brings success in small matters. In the arts, grace arises out of adherence to form, the dancer becoming the choreography of the dance, the musician giving life to a musical score, the painter becoming one with brush and canvas. In human affairs, grace is aligned with mastery of aesthetic and cultural forms, honed by time and honoured by traditions. Through appreciation of graceful form in human culture, we apprehend the pure beauty of the ideal, of life raised above the struggles for survival. Possession of grace, like the bearing of a beautiful gift to a party, can add stature to those in humble positions. Take care to lend grace and dignity to small matters whilst giving the weight of deep and careful consideration to matters of greater consequence. Though artistic flair should not be confused with true substance, it can take one far in this world. Beautiful soul, whatever may either resurface or be around you, or whatever disruptions you face, or whatever trials or tests or things that you have to persevere in are around you. Success is coming, and I think there will be a turning point in the week, my beautiful souls, that we are being shown. We have fulfillment, we have the world. And your message is so clear, actually. If you approach this with good grace, literally, I think the light within you will carry you through. You'll be shown exactly what you need to see when you need to see it to achieve what you need to see and arrive at a point of completion. And then you will be moving forwards. I sort of almost feel like unencumbered or free to flow. Yeah, if you've got a massive workload this week or something that you're having to navigate, you're going to get through this. You're going to breeze it, beautiful souls, if you are in that space of holding that light within, looking at everything and approaching everything with good grace, with benevolence, with love. You're absolutely going to breeze it. However big it may seem in terms of stuff you have to surmount or achieve or do, you're going to do it and you'll get there. I think this could be like a seriously productive week for you, a seriously amazing week if you're working. You're either working at something or you're working through something. Or indeed something arrives that you have to work at or work through or attend to. Whatever this is for you, whatever these options, if you approach it with grace, you are going to literally sail through it. You'll flow through it, and literally the way will be shown. It's almost as though your attitude is, and your own energy will create that pathway for you. You will literally just rise, take charge of whatever you need to take charge of and achieve it. I think it's phenomenal, actually. I really do. Quite remarkable, the energy that's available to you. Pile 2, this is your reading for today and for this week. My beautiful souls, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining me. It's absolutely such a gift and an honour to read for you. Thank you for being a part of the Moon Magic Tarot community. For all of you who are, if you're new to the channel, you know, do consider joining these amazing people. You only have to read the comments to realise how inspirational you know, the people are here in this community. You guys are amazing. Thank you for liking, sharing and subscribing, and to all of you who give back through the super thanks. And beautiful souls, well, thank you so much just for being here. If you want to make sure you never miss a reading, I post on Tuesdays and Fridays and on a Sunday, every Sunday, with weekly guidance. If you subscribe and press the little bell icon, you should know and be notified as soon as I upload anything. Pile 2. Have an amazing week. Whatever comes your way, you can get through it. Tons of love, beautiful souls. Pile 3, welcome to your reading, beautiful souls. So you have the Moonstone Pendulum. You have great abundance, thunder above, fire below. Now, this card is kind of almost a card that says, you know, make hay while when the sun shines, make hay, you know, bring in the harvest. Bakana is a rune of growth. It's a rune of prosperity. And this beautiful leaf actually has a little bite taken out of it. So it would suggest, I feel, something is genuinely available to you. A harvest is available, a pocket of money, or something feels very, very good that is going to be around you. Let's draw tarot cards before I say any more and see what we are shown. May we have an immediate message for my beautiful pile 3, please. That's the one. May we have messages for pile 3, please. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. I want to say invest wisely. 10 of Wands. Think about the future. King of Pentacles. Wow, another card of abundance. And we have the Moon as well. I think you're being asked to think about how you and where you invest your money, your abundance, your benevolence, your wealth, your prosperity. Could be also your time and your energy. Let's draw some more cards. I do feel there is something coming to either fruition, or something comes to you, and you then need to decide how you're going to use it. How are you going to make it work for you with the 10 of Wands here? How are you going to make this money work? Or these funds, or this energy? How are you going to use your good luck? Now we have the Fox and Ivy, adaptability. We have the Finch and Peach, romance. Okay. We have... No, that's not feeling quite right. Okay, you've got 2. We're going to go with those. You're the first. You're the first pile. This has been happening a few times actually in readings, where pile 3's got extra cards coming through. It's fascinating. We then have the Antelope and Wheat, nourishment, and then we have the Trout and the Lily of the Valley, purification. Okay, let's draw a Moonology card as well. Show the world the real you. Ooh. Full moon in Aquarius. Wow. Okay. I kind of feel that actually, I feel you come into the limelight in some way, or you have an opportunity to make a difference, to be seen, to... Yeah, I'm not quite... Something really, really good is coming to you. And it's kind of like, what are you going to do with it? Like an opportunity coming to you. Genuinely, it could be a career thing. It could be a pocket of funds. It could be energy, but just something is coming to you. What are you going to do with it? How are you going to use it? You're going to be seen. How are you going to invest it? How do you want to invest your time, your energy, the you that you are? This is very, very interesting. Now we have Trout and the Lily of the Valley, which is about purification. And the Ten of Wands, we do see fish climbing upstream here. I think you've worked for this. You're moving up a ladder somehow. Now, it could be the property ladder as well. If any of you are trying to buy somewhere, you know, you could find the right property and have an offer accepted on it in some way, shape or form. Or you could get a promotion climbing up the ladder. What are you going to do with your extra resources? How are you going to celebrate with people? What are you going to do? That it's changing something for you. It puts you on it's like a different playing field. How are you going to navigate the choices that you have? Now you are in a position of greater visibility, greater leadership, greater success, because adaptability will be needed. How interesting. How interesting. Let's draw more cards for you. May we ask how this arrives? What are we being shown here? Okay, so we have death, transformation. We have the Star, creativity. My goodness me, these are huge cards. Okay. Death, transformation. You've got almost all major arcana cards that have come out here. You have Death, the Star, the Tower. You have the Empress. Then you have the Ten of Swords. Then you have the Devil. Wowza, wow. And these are very transformational cards. I mean, to get the Death and the Tower, this is very life-changing. The Star, I think something is coming into your world that is life-changing. And in many ways, it creates a direction of hope. It changes something. With the Ten of Swords is a card of endings and walking to new beginnings, and you're walking towards hope. So if you have been, it would literally be like if you have been struggling financially, and then you have some kind of a win that it gives you the break you needed, or you get offered a job. You're able to cut cords from areas of your life that have been holding you back, areas of your world that have been restricted. You are able to move forwards. It's like you have the resources, the energy. If you've struggled with any kind of an addiction, sometimes the devil speaks of addictions. If you've struggled with an addiction, then this is the point when you've cracked it. Maybe somebody comes along and gives you the resources needed. I don't know, it'd be like to move away from something. It would be really challenging, wouldn't it, if you were, let's say you had an alcohol problem, for example, but you live next door to a bar and people constantly knock on your door and invite you out. It's a constant challenge. It would be like receiving the abundance, could be finances, it could be somebody offering you somewhere to live, and it's miles away from any bars, and you just know you're going to be able to do this now. It's like it was what you needed to create the new beginning. But something is being gifted to you that enables you to start a new chapter, to nurture. Even the Empress in this pack is a card of rebirth, as is death, of course. Yeah, you can start a new chapter of your life because of something that comes to you. And that's what we're being shown. This is the message. Now, it's either come to you already and you're contemplating what to do with these resources, or I think it's about to. Let's get more cards for you. Let's draw from another Oracle pack first. Let's see this through a little bit. I see this card with this beautiful young woman with flowers in her hair, which looks so fertile. She looks like she embodies fertility. We also have this card with the cup. Also see this, the hair, a hair of fertility. Wow. Something is absolutely coming into you this week. I don't know what it is. Let's read the messages on the back. Love yourself for the courage you've shown to arrive at your best version today. Heal through changing your story. Begin in this moment. Don't look back. Life will support the vision you have for yourself. Make it the best it can be. I think something comes to you with Death and the Tower that literally enables you to turn your world around in some way, shape or form. It will be unique to you. This is a reading that will reach many people, but it will turn you away from poverty to abundance. Literally, look at the Moon card here with this this wolf. I think it is a wolf ravaging. Look, going through the bins. It's like moving from whether the poverty is emotional, whether it is financial, whatever it is, you move from poverty to abundance. With romance here, if you've been starved of love, it could be that you meet someone and you fall in love. But there is a major shift here, and it cuts the cords from feeling like you are living in lack to this space of great abundance. There is a major shift. That is what I'm seeing in your cards. You know, I'm often, I will be really honest, if you follow my readings, you'll know I'm reluctant to make such a grand statement, if I'm honest. But that is what I'm seeing here. I don't know what the shift is for you. What would abundance mean for you? Would it be love, or would it be a big enough win, or somebody giving you something, that the resources you need to turn your life around? But something is turning your life around. It could be someone giving you a helping hand, so that, you know, or an opportunity to go off on a retreat and cleanse so that you can quit something. If you're trying to quit smoking or something, whatever it is for you, it carries the essence of abundance. And however that is and whatever it is, your world turns around. It changes radically. This is radical change. It's not small change, it's radical change. Turning your life around, a whole new start. Berkana, it's not just a new chapter, it's like a whole new book. A whole new book. Let's draw just a few more cards to see any more information, or maybe even how this pans out, but any more information about the week ahead, please. May we have more information for pile 3. Would you believe it? The Knight of Discs. This is a card of bringing in the harvest. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Bringing in the harvest. Look at that. Something you invested in previously could rock up, suddenly come in. Look at this, the 7 of Discs. Where are you going to invest? An investment pays off. Something's growing. Choices become available to you. We have the Universe. And we also have Temperance. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. What I see here in these cards is that I do feel something comes to you. There's no doubt about it. And it creates both an ending and a new beginning. It also brings things back into balance. If you have been giving and giving and giving, this is the point when someone gives back to you. Or if you have been living a very selfless life, this is the point when someone comes along and says, do you know what? You really deserve such and such a thing, or you've been helping someone completely selflessly, and you know, maybe they have a big win or something, and they come along and say, do you know what, you have been amazing, I want you to share in this, you know, you've been so good, I'd never be where I am without you, let me assist you, let me help you. Something comes to you and it brings things back into balance. I think some element of your world has been living in lack, and the shift is to great abundance. I don't know how it comes in, and this is a reading for many, but I do know it does come in, whatever that will mean for you. So whether that lack is, yeah, as I said, it could be your energy, it could be your finances, it could be love, it could be support, it could be friendship. Any of these areas, any element of your world that has not felt in balance in terms of you receiving as much as you give, or any kind of emptiness or challenge, this is the point of turnaround. This is a mind-blowing reading, I have to say. It absolutely is. Wow. Wow, wow, and more wow, pile 3. Super souls, keep us posted if you're able to, if you feel able. Let us know how your week pans out. Let us know what's happening in your world. It is wonderful and inspirational to read your comments. You know, whatever this abundance is for you, a resolution of something, quitting smoking, taking up a new exercise regime and having the energy and the support, or someone says, I'm going to be your buddy, we'll do this together. Whatever it is that creates that turnaround, if you feel able, do please share with us. It's wonderful to read your comments, and you know, I have a feeling this will be a very inspirational time. Pile 3, I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for being here. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Just check out the comments if you're new to the channel. You are amongst some really amazing and very inspirational people. Beautiful souls. If you want to make sure you never miss a reading, I post these readings for immediate guidance every Sunday, and I also post other readings on a Tuesday and a Friday. So if you want to never miss a reading, subscribe and press the little bell icon. Beautiful souls, I will see you again for another reading really soon.